Analyst, Currencies from Nirmal joining in. Riya, Rupee has risen actually for a second day. If you go to see, I mean that's what we had seen last two trading sessions. But now again, yesterday's session we settled at around say 6 paise, and this was higher at around 76.18. Now, what are the cues that you're picking up? Because clearly the dollar index something which has been sliding.
Yes. So if you look at the yesterday's session, it was quite a range bound session. It has even ended at a very flat note. So it was merely because again after testing the dollar index going beyond 99, it had again regained its strength at 100. So that was what was shown in the rise that we saw in the rupee yesterday. But going forward, I think there will be some halt in the rupee depreciation, taking into the consideration that the dollar index has again declined very sharply. On the basis of most of the countries have come in with the plans of reopening the economies. So yes, on basis of that, we can see some appreciation on the rupee. Also, if you look at the dollar index, it has fallen quite sharply, from the levels where it was at 100 levels, and now it is at 99.68. So the fall was seen after the US president came out with the strategy to reopen the country again with various layouts with respect to the testing rules and responsibilities, how the government will handle the private sector and the professional association. So there were various plans that were laid out, and Trump government is held on bent on reopening the economy as soon as possible. Also, the FOMC meet will end today, and the GDP numbers will come out. So all these things are factoring in the dollar weakening. So we can see the same reflected in the rupee too. So I think rupee will appreciate in the coming sessions.
Okay. And what's the sense that you're picking up on the pound and the euro as well?
So if you look at the euro, the after the EU sessions, not everyone was very satisfied, with respect to the how the meeting concluded. So if you also the dollar weakness is somewhat factoring in with the euro gains, but it is not gear. It has not gained much. It has shown a very poor appreciation because the EU leaders have failed to agree on a comprehensive coronavirus stimulus package, leaving the full pressure on the ECB as to how to fight the ongoing battle with respect to the COVID-19, and also with respect to the revival of the economies, with Italy going into a steep recession. So I think on the euro part, we might not see much of the appreciation, but it may go again to weak against the dollar. Whereas pound is concerned, pound will be stable as the UK PM has put forward a raring to go back to the number 10, might take some of the uh, uh, pressure of performance that was on the UK, and maybe virus or Brexit update could compensate for a light economic calendar, since there are a lot of numbers that will be coming forward with respect to these economies. So I think pound will be stable in the coming session.
Right, pound will be stable in coming sessions. So, what's the strategy someone needs to look at in terms of the Indian rupee?
I think for today's session, as we saw in the last trading session, the volume was very low, even there was a gain. So it actually depicts, the questioning of the strength that the trade has brought in. So I think one can sell rupee from the higher highs in the today's session. Also, yen could be a buy because yen has been gaining strength against the dollar for past two sessions. So I think yen can be a buy in today's session. Whereas pound and euro could again go for a sell or a volatile session.
Right. All right, Riya. Pleasure speaking to you. Thank you for sharing those strategies and the views as well. So that was Riya Singh. Thank you everyone for joining in as well.